When fans think of Jen Lilley, they often picture warmth, charm, and the kind of heartfelt performances that have become synonymous with the Hallmark Channel brand. But behind the polished smiles and cozy holiday romances lies a story of anxiety, pressure, and personal growth that the actress is only now beginning to fully share. In an exclusive revelation, Lilley bravely peeled back the curtain on what she describes as a deeply stressful period leading up to her long-awaited return to Hallmark, a return that, despite its challenges, ultimately became one of the most rewarding experiences of her career. A beloved Hallmark staple faces unexpected pressure. For years, Jen Lilley has been a familiar face in Hallmark's lineup of romantic films and seasonal favorites. From holiday classics to heartfelt dramas, she has built a loyal fan base that eagerly anticipates her every project. However, stepping away, even briefly, from such a well-established platform can bring its own set of challenges. When Lilley began preparing for her return, she found herself grappling with a wave of stress that she hadn't fully anticipated. "I was honestly really stressed," she admitted, reflecting on the emotional weight of the moment. For Lilley, the pressure wasn't just about delivering another great performance, it was about living up to expectations, reconnecting with a network that had become like family, and proving to herself that she still belonged. The emotional weight of returning home. Returning to Hallmark Channel wasn't just another job for Lilley, it was a homecoming. And like many homecomings, it came with a mix of excitement and anxiety. "There's something about going back to a place where you've had so many meaningful experiences," she explained. "You want everything to be perfect." That desire for perfection, however, became a double-edged sword. On one hand, it fueled her commitment to the role. On the other, it intensified the stress she felt behind the scenes. Lilley described moments of self-doubt, wondering if she could still capture the magic that had made her such a standout star on the network. It's a feeling many performers experience but rarely discuss so openly. Balancing career, family, and expectations. Part of what made this return particularly challenging for Jen Lilley was the balancing act she had to maintain in her personal life. Beyond her career, Lilley is also a devoted mother and wife, roles that require just as much energy and attention as any film set. Juggling family responsibilities with the demands of filming created an added layer of pressure. "I wanted to be present for my family while also giving my all to this project," she shared. "That's not always easy. This dual responsibility is something many working parents can relate to, but in the high-pressure world of television production, the stakes can feel even higher." Facing the fear of letting fans down. One of the most significant sources of stress for Lilley came from her deep connection with her fans. Over the years, she has cultivated a loyal following that looks to her for the kind of uplifting, feel-good entertainment that Hallmark is known for. "I didn't want to let anyone down," she admitted. That fear, while understandable, added to the emotional burden she carried into the project. Lilley knew that her return wasn't just about her, it was about meeting the expectations of an audience that had supported her throughout her career. Turning stress into strength. Despite the challenges, Jen Lilley found a way to channel her stress into something positive. Rather than letting it overwhelm her, she used it as motivation to dig deeper into her performance and reconnect with the passion that first drew her to acting. "Sometimes, stress can push you to be better," she reflected. "It can remind you why you care so much." This shift in perspective proved to be a turning point, allowing Lilley to move past her fears and fully embrace the experience. A wonderful return that exceeded expectations. In the end, all the stress, self-doubt, and hard work paid off. Lilley's return to Hallmark Channel turned out to be everything she had hoped for, and more. "It was wonderful," she said with a smile. The project not only reaffirmed her place within the Hallmark family but also reminded her of the joy that comes from doing what she loves. Cast and crew members reportedly welcomed her back with open arms, creating an atmosphere that helped ease her initial anxiety and allowed her to thrive. The power of vulnerability. By opening up about her struggles, Jen Lilley is helping to normalize conversations around stress and mental health, particularly in the entertainment industry, where such topics are often overlooked. Her honesty serves as a reminder that even those who appear confident and successful can face moments of doubt and anxiety. "Everyone has their own battles," Lilley noted. "It's okay to talk about them." What this means for her future. Lilley's successful return to Hallmark Channel could mark the beginning of an exciting new chapter in her career. With renewed confidence and a deeper understanding of her own resilience, she appears more prepared than ever to take on new challenges and continue delivering the kind of performances that fans love. Industry insiders have already begun speculating about future projects, with many hoping to see Lilley take on even more prominent roles within the network. Fans react to her emotional reveal. Unsurprisingly, fans have responded to Lilley's candidness with an outpouring of support. Social media has been flooded with messages praising her bravery and expressing excitement about her return. Many have shared their own experiences with stress, creating a sense of community and connection that extends beyond the screen. For Lilley, this response has been incredibly meaningful. "It means so much to know that people can relate," she said. "That's what storytelling is all about. The bigger picture. Pressure in the spotlight." Lilley's story also sheds light on the broader issue of pressure within the entertainment industry. Actors are often expected to maintain a flawless image, even when dealing with personal challenges behind the scenes. By speaking out, Lilley is helping to challenge these expectations and encourage a more honest dialogue about what it really means to work in Hollywood. A reminder that growth comes from discomfort. If there's one takeaway from Lilley's journey, it's that growth often comes from stepping outside of one's comfort zone. Her willingness to face her fears and push through the stress ultimately led to a more fulfilling and meaningful experience, both professionally and personally. "It wasn't easy," she admitted. "But it was worth it." Final thoughts. Lilley's return to the Hallmark Channel is more than just another career milestone. It's a powerful story of resilience, vulnerability, and the courage to face one's fears head-on. While the journey was far from stress-free, it ultimately led to a wonderful outcome that reaffirmed her passion for acting and her connection with fans. In sharing her experience, Lilley has not only given audiences a deeper understanding of her journey but also offered an inspiring reminder that even in the face of uncertainty, something beautiful can emerge. And for fans eagerly watching her next move, one thing is clear: this is only the beginning of an exciting new chapter.